So the next Grow Garden update was basically just announced. I'm going to be covering all of the new leaks and everything that you need to know about this update and what you need to do to also get ready for it. You probably haven't seen a lot of these leaks that I'm going to be showing you, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So as you guys know, last week the Bizzy Bee update just came out, and there was a bit of complaints about the shop, because if you go ahead and click I want to trade honey, you can see that stuff like the bee egg, honey sprinkler, hive fruit, nectarine, a lot of these never really come into shop that often, and people had a ton of complaints about it because it was just really hard to get. Now, the devs have pretty much completely addressed these concerns, and they're going to be doing a huge patch, not a patch, but a huge, they're going to be doing a huge nerf on these. That way, they're also a lot easier to get, and they happen more frequently because obviously everyone wants to be playing the Bizzy Bee update and kind of locked in and being able to actually get the rewards that are here. So that is going to be fixed in the next update. That has already been confirmed. But here's the new news that you guys probably maybe or may not have seen. So the next Roblox event is called Bizzier Bees. So not Bizzy Bees. If you go to the regular Roblox thing and you scroll down, it says Bizzier Bees. You have the new event called Bizzier Bees, which actually has 3.8 million people already interested in it. This one had 13.4 million people interested, which is kind of insane. I think people went back and said that they were interested in it later on. But yeah, Bizzier Bees is now open. Now, the interesting thing is the buzz gets bigger. The update brings an expansion of the limited time bee event and lots of new content / features to discover and enjoy. Explore and participate in the second part of the Bizzy Bee event, unlock brand new seeds, pets, gear, and lots more in Grow Garden update. So new seeds, we're confirmed to get new seeds apparently, new pets already, new gear, and a lot more. And I want to show you, I actually have a leak, one of the new gear items that is coming to the game. This has been seen before, but I want to show you a full in-depth look at this. So if you've seen this before, stay watching this because it's important, and I have some other stuff that I want to share about this update later on in this video. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at it. If we head over to the leaks channel, a new leak was just posted about yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, and it says gun, orange circle, honey. So if we go ahead and take a look at this video, we go into full screen. Let me go ahead and blow this down for you guys that way you can actually see. You can see down here, it actually says Pollen Radar, 30 uses, which is new gear. If you don't know, all gear items right here have this little gear button, and you're going to see all of these, and it says 83 uses on this. So it is a confirmed gear item, the Pollen Radar. And this is going to be very, very beneficial to anyone that's playing the game for multiple reasons. And I'll kind of go over that here in a second as we continue to play this video through. So we play it through a little bit more, and you can see that basically when he activates this gun, a little orb is going to be spawning around him. It's going to hit a bunch of fruits. They're going to light up. As you can see, they've all lit up right here, and this is going to pollinate them. See, the crimson vine is now pollinated after that. So it's going to do that, and then it's going to go ahead and collect all of them that you've pollinated down there. You see that? It's literally pollinating all of them and then collecting them, which is extremely overpowered. Even just on its own, even if it didn't pollinate them, it would still be overpowered. But yeah, that is basically what this entire video is about, is him pollinating and doing all of this stuff inside of the game. And honestly, I think this is a really cool gear feature item to add to the game, and honestly, it's going to be a lot of help. All right, so we just finished taking a look at this, and honestly, it is pretty exciting. But there is one other thing I need. So what do you need to do to go ahead and prepare to get as much honey as possible inside of this update? So you have honey that I can go ahead and use to spend at any point. But what I would recommend is, instead of spending all of your honey right now, save it, because there's going to be new stuff. And I'm assuming there may also be new items that are actually way more overpowered, the ones that are currently in shop, which, don't get me wrong, these ones in shop are actually pretty overpowered, as well as the sunflower being pretty overpowered. So yeah, there is that, of course. So save your honey, make sure you have a lot of it ready for this update when it comes out. Another thing we need to take a look at, obviously, is getting a lot of bees. I know I just said save your money, but you need to get a lot of these bees if you can, and make sure you keep them fed and all of that, get them leveled up high. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on this once it comes out. Another thing I would make sure is that pretty much every plant in your garden is pollinated. As you can see, I do have a lot of pollinated plants, especially these moon melons right here. I have a ton of those that are pollinated. So that is one thing you need to make sure you do, because the more pollinated they are, obviously the more that you'll be able to sell and hopefully buy a lot of the new items inside of the new update. So make sure you abuse all of that, because that's going to be very important. Another thing too is, if you have a lot of bee eggs already saved up, I'd recommend keeping them saved up and not actually opening them all up, because they're adding new pets and they could be from these eggs. So it'd be better to hold these and then open them, so you have that chance to get the new pets that have been added, instead of course, just waiting and having to buy a bunch of new eggs. So I'm just saying, save a lot of your stuff that's in your inventory. I wouldn't use too much of it. I would kind of just save it all right now if you can. That is the most, in my opinion, best recommendation for you guys to go ahead and do. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 160,000 subscribers. I have a secret project coming out, so make sure to join my Discord, link in the description.